Hello again everyone, Vince Shuta here for Shuta Multimedia, coming to you today from home because it's far too cold to go anywhere. But we're talking about the Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl weekend, and someone should talk about the Super Bowl. Mostly they're talking about the Patriots' balls and why they're so soft. Did Bill Belichick know the balls were too soft? He says he didn't. He says, ask Mr. Brady how he likes his balls. He knows how he likes his balls. Mr. Brady says he likes all kinds of balls. He doesn't discriminate. He actually said some guys prefer old balls. Meanwhile, everyone's saying the equipment manager has gone rogue, rubbing flubber on everything.
He's down to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Dark.
The league, of course, has leaped into action and is trying to fine Marshawn Lynch for wearing the wrong hat and apparently not answering questions properly at the media event, because that's what matters here. That's where their focus should be. Meanwhile, all of us here in the audience are getting sick and tired of being treated like we're a bunch of stupid people. And you know, on Super Bowl Sunday, people are going to be saying things like, you know, if this were NASCAR, the Colts would be playing. Because they've done that. You get a car that wins the Daytona 500 or something, and the car is a quarter of an inch too low. Second place is the winner. They're the ones that get the points. But that's not what's going to happen. At best, the league is going to take away draft picks from the Patriots, and they're a team that apparently don't need draft picks. So, yay. That's a great solution there, NFL. Why are the teams using different balls anyway? Obviously, the league wants them to either buff their balls or rough up their balls or do whatever they want with their balls so that they're comfortable with their balls, and therefore their balls go farther and are more easily to catch anyway. So is this really that big a deal? I'm honestly not sure. If you're more concerned about a good show versus a level playing field, well then it's not a big deal. Has anyone checked that? Is the playing field level? And why is everybody focusing on Brady and Belichick? The Gronk all but admitted that Gronking causes the balls to get soft, which could be a tongue-in-cheek way of saying, I was the one who let the air out. It's probably not, but, you know, the receivers have as much to gain in this as anyone else. If the balls are easier to catch, it's them who have to catch it. If you're a running back, it's harder to fumble a softer ball. Get more squishy on it. The solution to this problem is, of course, have one set of balls. Everybody uses the same balls. And if air pressure is a problem, I have the solution, folks. If you want to end the whole air pressure issue forever, I have the solution right here. It's called Nerf. Oh, sure, you'd have to put the whole pigskin over it because, you know, Nerf balls, when they're wet, boy, that would be exciting games, wouldn't it? You know, throw that ball 60 yards, hit the guy right in the face, soak his face with water when he squeezes it. Try to hang on to that ball. Now, that would be some exciting football for you right there. The league really needs to step in here because, I mean, right now they're counting on Brady and Belichick to carry the water on keeping their image straight, and these guys are just about as good at maintaining their image as Darth Vader and the Emperor. I mean, it's that. How many Emperor jokes have you seen about Bill Belichick? They're all over the place. The hoodie doesn't help. But I mean, there are some positive things you could take from this. Look at how the Patriots have turned around the life of LeGarrette Blount. Here's a guy who was using drugs and was a bad influence on his teammates, gets kicked off the Steelers, and suddenly he's in the Super Bowl. Why isn't anyone talking about how Bill Belichick could take problem players and turn them into team players who are no longer egotistical and only care about themselves, but put it out there for the team? Or at least interview Blount and have him say, you know, this was a real wake-up call for me, and I decided I needed to play better, focus on football, and not waste the gifts that God's given. Has that happened? I haven't seen that yet. We'll have to Google this again, see if that starts happening, because if it hasn't happened yet, guys, run with this. Take the ball, run with that. That's a great story. That's the kind of thing you want to talk about when you're eating your wings and your French fries or your smiley fries and, you know, whatever else you want to have going there. You're drinking your Pepsi-Cola products. You're watching Katy Perry and talking about how Lenny Kravitz still looks great. Because otherwise, this year, the Super Bowl is kind of a tough sell for me, honestly. You know, I mean, even the commercials, the big commercial that everyone's looking forward to involves a lost dog. Could we get a little more depressing? I mean, you have a run-over dog. How about that? Well, it's run over by a beer truck, but they pour beer in his mouth, and it revives him, and the dog runs. Like, could we make this a little bit more down? Really? A lost dog? Oh, darling, the dog. Oh, I'm sure the dog gets found. But I mean, this is a Hallmark Channel kind of thing. Do you think football fans want to watch Hallmark? Or is this an attempt to expand the fan base? The good news is, this is just a game, people. It really doesn't matter. In the end result, what the Super Bowl gives us is a true holiday. A holiday where we can say, hey, it's the Super Bowl. Let's get together, eat party foods, talk about random stuff that's happening on the screen, and spend some time having fun. And I think this is something we should be doing on other days of the year as well. Have a Star Wars marathon, a Walking Dead marathon. Put something on the television. Party. Have your friends over, have something random happening. The next time they're running Mythbusters back to back to back to back, that's a great show because you can talk about any number of little nuances that are going on there. Are you pro build team or anti build team? Do you like the new format or the old format? And perhaps the most important question of all, where is the best place to get wings? I'm Vince Shuta for Shuta Multimedia. Have a great weekend, everybody.
George, did you see that?
It's a zany moment from Walt Disney's hilarious movie comedy, Son of Flubbers. Starring Fred McMurray as the professor who finds a fantastic new formula for football.